This is a Hot Pie Media original.
Antonio Brown. Not only wild to watch in the public meltdown of this guy. Let's pull the curtain back, because what's fascinating now, what do you do with him? Okay, for those that don't know, and I don't know how you don't know, Antonio Brown, superstar wide receiver, given a lifeline by Tom Brady and the Buccaneers. Guy's been a star player in the NFL, but has had issues after issues after issues. He's run out of Pittsburgh. He then goes to the Raiders. He's run out of there. Ends up at one point with New England. He's been all over the place, and it always ends with him having a public meltdown. Full of drama, full of issues. There's the storyline. Tom Brady comes along, says, I tell you what, I want him. He's that good. I'll take care of him. I'll make sure this works. They bring him into Tampa Bay. As usual, issues. He gets in trouble for some fake COVID card he's buying. I mean, it's something just idiotic. So then he's suspended for that. Then, of course, you fast forward to this past weekend. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers are playing in New York. I think they're in New York. And they're playing the Jets. They suck. And at one point, Antonio Brown, who knows what the real story is, the coach of the Buccaneers says, what are you doing? I'm not going back in. Yes, you are. No, I'm not. It ends up with Antonio Brown ripping all of his clothes off and running around, waving at the crowd. I'm out. I'm done. He goes to social media. I'm out. I'm done. Post-game, Bruce Arians, the head coach of the Buccaneers, says he's no longer a Buccaneer. Well, wait. Yes, he is. What's that about? That's the question now. What is that about? I don't know the real answer there, but it's kind of interesting how this is playing out. So, I asked yesterday how many people had a similar reaction that I did. He's been a very easy guy to criticize. He's been a very easy guy to say, wow, what a diva. But when he went crazy, when he went off on Sunday and you saw the clip, it was no longer, you didn't have that. Yeah, I think a lot of us had the same feeling. That's not good. I don't even feel like ripping the guy. It's a bad look. Something's wrong there. That's not going to end well. It was even given, that sort of tone was given life by Tom Brady, who comes in the news conference. And I mean, you talk about handling things perfectly well. I mean, I think Tom Brady brought the collective, Antonio Brown was going to turn into a meme. He was going to be mocked again. He's going to be trashed again. Everyone's going to laugh at him and make fun of him. I think Brady sucked the energy out of the criticism all by himself and essentially said, look, I feel for the guy. There's a lot going on here. Please have some compassion. All of a sudden, you just felt like, oh, boy, Tom. It's like a bedtime story from Tom Brady. You're right. I feel kind of bad. It's kind of scary and ugly. This guy's got issues. So Tom Brady brought the whole conversation from turning the dude into a meme to this isn't funny. This guy's mentally unstable. Now all of a sudden we found ourselves in this place of, oh no, he's mentally unstable. Okay, so that's where I think we are. Now he's actually still on the roster. Wait, what? They didn't cut him. Why? The coach said he's no longer a Buck, but actually, technically, he's still part of the team. And I'm trying to figure out what's going on there. I think that is, that's interesting because he's not cut. They didn't get rid of him. They didn't send him packing. They didn't say what a lot of people, until Tom Brady took the microphone, would have said, listen, guy, get lost, man. Get a ride, get a flight, whatever. You're out. Take your stuff out of the locker. That's how it works, by the way. That's how you get cut. I know people don't realize this, but I've been fired plenty of times. They take your stuff. On Tuesday morning on payday in the NFL, when you're fired, you can't even make it back to the locker to get your stuff. It's gone. The playbook's gone. So I don't think they took his stuff. He's still on the roster. And I assume as of yesterday, since Tuesdays are paydays, he got paid. So what's that about? A few theories there, interesting theories. One of them, of course, would be the football theory, and that is, boy, he sure is good when he's right. He sure is good when he's somewhat stable. They don't want someone else to get him? Okay. I mean, I guess. They just keep him there and put him on the shelf so nobody else gets him to hurt them. My thought, of course, was what team needs him? Well, and that team would be your Dallas Cowboys. I could only hope, I could only wish that we could have that kind of circus with Jerry Jones and Antonio Brown. But Tampa Bay still has the guy on the payroll, so you can't have him. So is it that? And I don't know the answers to this because I just think it's kind of fascinating. I think it's something else. But one of the arguments would be, look, here's this super talented guy. We're about to go in the playoff run. We really don't want to have to pay him, but I don't want someone else to get him right now. So let's just let it go because they are mysteriously silent about this. You know who else is silent? The NFL. The NFL is not bashful about suspending you. The NFL is not bashful about cutting you or condemning you. The NFL has no problem with that. Something is pushing back on the reaction to Antonio Brown. Something is pushing back on the NFL. The NFL's had it with the guy. The guy has he's run out of strikes. He is an employee dumpster fire. They don't want any part of the guy. The guy just got suspended for fake COVID cards. He had issues about some allegations of sexual assault. They whacked him then. The NFL has never been bashful about whacking this guy until now. Until now. I, of course, selfishly, for the sake of the show, I just can't imagine a more entertaining moment than to see Jerry Jones say, I'm welcome, Antonio. You're my guy. I'll take care of you. I know mental health. I just would love it. I don't think it's going to happen. Dallas needs the talent. I just don't know anymore if they need the drama. But they can't have him. Even if old Jerry was saying to his son, I finished my soup. Can I talk now? I really would like to hire the guy because we need him. And I can fix him. I know anxiety. I know depression. Let me take care of him. And I think the son would say, no, old man, no. We're not going there again. Those days are over, Dad. We're not going there again. But even if they wanted him, they would say, listen, Dad, old man, we can't have him because they're still paying him in Tampa Bay for some reason. Oh, crap. Thought they said they let him go. Nope. So I'm wondering what is going on with the NFL that is making it so uncomfortable or politically incorrect to come down on this guy.
John McClellan is the co-founder and creator of ATX Hot Sauce in all 50 states, now in several retail outlets as well. So we're going to turn it over to the social media rock chef superstar, and we're going to walk through a few sauces and why you should buy. We've done Beat Heat. So we're second in line now for the tasting. Don't forget, everyone, go to atxhotsauce.com. So here we go.
All right. So this one is our smoked habanero 5-pepper. We smoke habaneros with ancho, pasilla.
Is that going to hurt?
This one? No,
Yeah.
This one's actually really, really good.
Okay.
This is like your traditional tapatilla, but without the vinegar in it, right? And because of that fermentation process that we've talked about all the time. This one is great on sandwiches, pizzas, things like that. Great on hot wings. I think you're going to really like this one too, especially the smoky flavor with the adobe chipotle and the smoked habaneros. We actually smoked the habaneros before we.
Does that go with the cab?
This would not go with the cab. This would go with the great Chenin Blanc, though.
I teed you up with that one.
Yeah.
That is good.
That's good. Isn't that good? It's just classic take. Well, it's a new take on a classic item. So it's called smoked habanero 5-pepper.
All right, don't forget
One of my
ATX.
favorites.
Don't forget atxhotsauce.com.
He ran off the field and was running around like a wild man. I mean, there's serious. Brady said I really think Tom Brady has put the NFL and other teams sort of in handcuffs about how you react to this guy. I think he's put everyone on edge and on notice about, be careful about what you say about this poor guy because it's not going to end well. And I think we all kind of listened. I think it was a very grown-up, mature way of looking at Antonio Brown, other than saying, oh, man, what a screw-up. The guy blew it. He did. He's blown everything. He's blown every opportunity. He has ruined every chance to get rich or richer. There's no bridges left, I don't think. But people aren't mad at Antonio Brown. People feel sorry for Antonio Brown, and I think that might include the NFL. I don't know what the discussions are about this guy. Are they saying publicly, no, is the silence saying publicly, here's a disturbed person and we've got to be sympathetic to him. How do we do that? He ran around. He's gone crazy, but how do we appear sympathetic to the mental health problems of Antonio Brown? That's what I think is going on. The NFL, the brand, the shield, the NFL is a brand that cares about how it looks. It markets to soccer moms. It sells stuff to soccer moms. Feelings matter to the NFL. Substance doesn't, but feelings matter. And I sense, you can disagree, but I sense that there's something to this that is making them approach this guy in a different way. And I don't know that they know what to do with him or what to say about him. The coach cut him, but then didn't cut him. And I don't know what Tampa Bay does when somebody says, question, you didn't cut him. He's still on your roster and you need a player. Where is he? What are they supposed to say? I don't know. It's a bizarre time. The NFL usually knows exactly what it wants to do. It knows exactly how it wants to look and sound. But this is one of these weird, rare occasions when I don't think anybody knows what to do or say out of fear of appearing insensitive to a guy that until Tom Brady said, please have compassion, I think everybody wanted to trash the guy until Brady said, have some compassion. The NFL's trying to look like it has some compassion, but he's taken up a roster spot and a paycheck. What do you do? Right? It's a weird, bizarre turn of events. One side of me knows the business and says, he's so good, you never want to let, particularly playoff time, you don't want one of your competitors to get somebody to use them against you. I can't let go of that feeling. I know how that business works, and as troubled as this man may be, when he's right and he's between the lines, he can still play. Then again, Jeff, that's insensitive. That's not what they care about. They care about his health. Okay, what do you do? I think an amazing moment. I said it yesterday. That Tom Brady post-game news conference was a new level for Tom Brady. It was this, hey, look, Tom Brady was screwed over by this guy. He brought him in, put his arm around him, said, man, I'm giving you football life. I'm giving your entire career another chance. And the guy lost it, blew it. Yet Brady is compassionate, subdued, kind, decent, says, hey, everybody, take it easy on the guy. Now look what's happening. Everyone's taking it easy on the guy and nobody knows what to do. So what do? You cut him, do you look like a jackass? If you cut him, do you look like you're insensitive to mental health? And you cut him and somebody else hires him. Or you cut him and, something terrible happens. It's a bad look. Does the NFL have a spot to put him on? Like, I don't know if they have some sort of mental health disability 1 month. I don't know what they do with him. It's really weird, isn't it? But I know this. I know the entire conversation in a matter of hours went from, oh man, this guy is a diva, pain in the ass, to hey, do not make fun of him. Be sensitive to mental health. That's where the conversation is now. And it put everyone on notice. Be careful. Something is pushing back on how they treat him and what they do with him. The public discourse has completely changed. The public tone has completely changed. And I think it's because of Tom Brady in a weird way. I thought Tom Brady said, stop, don't make fun of him. There's a bigger problem here. And everybody went, oh, yeah, he's right. He's right. I felt it. I thought, that's not funny. It's not funny now. It's not even, this is not going to end well. So, but the problem is he's taken up a roster spot. You can't let him back on you can't play him now. You can't turn around and go, you know what, when I said the other day he's cut, you know, when he said F you and he ran around without his clothes, forget all that. He's back on the field. I don't think you can do that. I think that's too weird. It would be fun to watch, but I think it's too weird. So what do you do now? You're out a paycheck, which matters. You are out a roster spot, which matters a lot. A lot. In that business, this time of year, where they are, where they're going, it matters a lot. So there's that. And I don't know, you know, I'd like to have answers to what I think the NFL is going to do. I think it is this weird lost moment for the entire industry. But that gives us a chance to hear from, of course, our good friend, the free man, the guy who is future podcasting rock star. Of course, common sense, a dose of common sense comes from O.J. Simpson.
Hey, to the world, it's me, yours truly, watching the
San Francisco
championship
and Houston.
weekend with
We've got
many of my league co-players in fantasy. There's one thing that we all agree on, as
Denver
well
and the
as the other
Chargers.
people here,
I think
is
so. Yeah, that's
with
right.
what Tom Brady has done for Antonio Brown. For him to pull what he pulled today is completely inexcusable. Playoffs are coming up, and you pull this crap on a guy who really went out on a limb for you. Totally BS. Inexcusable.
You want a beer or anything?
Take care.
Well, that wasn't a kind and gentle OJ. Here I am preaching kind and gentle. And OJ, by the way, OJ's got veneers. He's got new teeth. How about that? The dude's looking better than ever. Where is he sitting, by the way? Is he just in some random bar about to kill someone? Wait a second here, Juice. You're the guy that wanted us to feel sorry for you. And here I am giving this long explanation of how it's a kind and gentle NFL trying to take this man's mental health in consideration. And everybody's trying to feel and look sympathetic. And OJ turns around and goes hard ass on him.
Hey, to the world, it's me, yours
We've
truly,
got,
watching
San
the
Francisco
championship
and Houston.
weekend with
We've got
many of my league co-players in
Green Bay's playing
fantasy.
tonight.
There's one thing that we all agree on, as
Denver
well
and
as
the
the other
Chargers.
people here,
I think so.
is
Yeah, that's
with
right.
what Tom Brady has done for Antonio Brown. For him to pull what he pulled today is completely inexcusable. Playoffs are coming up, and you pull this crap on a guy who really went out on a limb for you. Totally BS. Inexcusable.
You want a beer or anything?
Take care.
From the Hot Pie Media Studios in Austin, Texas, it's the Jeff Ward Show. Listen at jeffwardshow.com.